You know, some people think that they're not in control of their life because of the hand they were dealt, or because they don't have a particular set of skills. You know, I believe all that is BS. You know, I believe I have skills. I've had some potential. I have some talent. But honestly, you know, I've developed, meaning that I wasn't born with it. I've developed a sick work ethic. You know, even when I was irresponsible and undisciplined, and I didn't have my priorities straight, and I was just living a chaotic life, my work ethic has always been on point. Always been on point. I've always been hungry to learn, and I've always, you know, strived to do my absolute best, at least while I'm at work. So that's something that doesn't take anybody, any skills, or any know-how. You know, all it takes is effort. You know, mindset. You know, what can you achieve if you just change your mindset? Man, there's some people that, I'm the most positive person that I know, and there's some people that I want to get depressed when I'm around them. They're just so highly negative. Every day is something. And it's not about being depressed, because I've been depressed plenty of times in my life. You know, but I wasn't a Debbie Downer. You know, it's just that mindset is extremely toxic. And yes, I play the poor little me card, you know, at some point in my life, but I was a child. I was you don't do that as an adult. And this jogged my memory because, as I've mentioned before, I stayed with the problem longer. I let things marinate. And the other day, there was a group of us having a conversation about, you know, everybody has a bad day, and I had to jump in. And most of the people there have known me for over a year and worked with me, you know. I'm like, who here has seen me have a bad day? And everybody's shaking their heads, you know, shaking their heads. And that's my mindset. You don't think I have hard days? You don't think I have challenging days? I dive in the deep end. I put myself in the situation where I have hard days. But that doesn't mean that I need to be like, oh, I'm tired, oh, I'm beat up, I'm tired, I got so much stress, all this. What is that gonna do? You know, make people feel sorry for you? Like, oh man, that disgusts me. You know, I get it from children. You know, I don't get it from adults. You know, it's everybody has a hand dealt with them, and I've never seen a hand with 7 aces being dealt. I just haven't. You know, everybody that I've known all my life has been broken to a certain extent. Broken. Not one of them has came out without no broken pieces. But it's how you play your hand, how you deal with life. You know, I remember while my first grandson was being born, I'm outside the hospital talking to my son, and he's talking about, you know, but Dad, this happened, this and this and this. When is it gonna get easier? And I'm like, man, I want to give you a big hug and a kiss and say, baby, it gets easier. But it doesn't. That's not reality. You get tougher. You grow some calluses. You put yourself in a better situation to take the blows of life. Life does not stop throwing a whole mess at you. Never. Never has, never will. Quit believing that. Like, don't you learn? Why you have these expectations that life is gonna get easier? No, work on you. Put yourself in a better predicament to deal with what life comes your way. You think people are gonna quit dying around you? No. People are gonna continue to die. You know, you are very likely gonna lose a job. You're definitely gonna not get that promotion. You know, some of you, your partner is gonna cheat on you, or your partner is gonna leave you. You know, almost everyone in here, if not everyone here, that's listening to this, is gonna have people do them so dirty, so wrong. You know, break your trust. You know, damn near rob you, steal from you, be unfaithful to you. It just, life is not fair. Get over it. I just don't understand. You gotta have the right mindset and just the right attitude. You know, if you don't think you have anything, then develop a sick work ethic. You know, that's how you create luck, right? You know, the harder I work, the luckier I get. I read that somewhere. Just, your mindset is everything. You know, it's like these people that hate their jobs. You know, I don't understand it. You know, how do you get up and go day in, day out to do something that you just don't enjoy, something that you don't love? You know, not everybody knows this about me, but, you know, those closest to me know that I haven't ate meat in well over a decade. Way over a decade. I just lost count. You know, it's not my thing. Never been it hasn't been my thing for a long time. And just because I wanted to be healthier, just because I wanted to have more energy, because I want to be around longer, I don't have nothing wrong with it. I mean, I've ran multiple steakhouses. You know, I run a barbecue joint. I'm not one of those people like, no. I taste it every day. Put it in my mouth, spit it out. You know. But if my mindset was, I'm gonna go work with meat, man, my life would be pretty miserable. You know, especially being someone that doesn't eat it. Like, that would be miserable, but that's not what my job is. I touch people's lives. You know, I add value to my people, whether my people are the people that I work side by side with, the people that I come in contact with, you know, that pay my bills, the customers, or the ones that sign my check, my employees. You know, that's where I find the joy. You know, and it starts every morning with my 30 minutes of a pre-shift meeting. You know, I try to pour into them, you know, give them some value. You know, it's not, you know, today I'm gonna teach you how to sell a sandwich. You know, no. It's about adding value to their life. It's about sitting down, you know, how is your personal life? You know, what can I do to help you out? You know, it's showing the care and concern, giving me the opportunity, you know, blessing me with the opportunity to be in your life and helping me become a better person by me having to dig in and try to figure out how to add value to your life. Man, I love my job. I love what I do. You know, I don't even have friends outside of work, really. You know, my friends I've met at work, I work with them, or they're customers, and I don't know, other than family, I don't know any other friends outside of that. You know, I don't go out anywhere. I don't go out, period, point blank. You know, I go out for runs with my kids. You know, and in the winter out, I got a running club that I go to. You know, but other than that, I don't. You know, those other people I surround myself, and I love my job. I love what I do. You know, I cannot imagine getting up and being like, man, I gotta do this mess again. You know, but what's the difference between my job and your job? Really? It's mindset. One is mindset. Two, it's what I'm creating, the opportunity that I'm taking to do my job or in doing my job. You know, it's all in my mindset. You know, I am appreciated and valued because of my work ethic, my sick work ethic. You know, I might have some skills, but that's from the countless books that I have read or listened to. I mean, I don't even want to put the number out there, but I've listened to a ridiculous amount of books just this year alone. You know, I've listened to more books than most people have and will read their whole lifetime just this year. The average American reads one book a year. That's really sad. You know? So yeah, I've developed some skills elsewhere, but you don't even need that. You know, if you want your life to get easier, develop your work ethic. You know, whether it's working on yourself, that work ethic, whether it's your discipline, that work ethic, whether it's your 9 to 5, that work ethic. But don't say, you know, I just can't do it. I don't have what other people have. I have a know-how that I came to a conclusion a long time ago that all the great ones, all the people I look up to, all the people that have achieved absolute greatness in this God-given green earth are made and were made of the same exact stuff that I'm made of. Nothing different. Not even a little bit. Same ingredients used to make them, I was made of. You were made of. There's no poor little me card saying I don't have what it takes. I don't have, you know, what this, that, the other one had. It's all BS. You know, it takes work. It takes work. It takes work ethic to achieve greatness and to achieve the things that you want. You know, but you got to dig in. You know, yesterday I mentioned that I was listening to Wayne Dyer, and it was profound to me when I heard his message, and I'm going to paraphrase because I don't remember word by word, but it was something along the lines of, you know, to manifest is not to try to be who you want to be. To manifest is to be who you are. You know, my oldest son could tell you, if you ask him what's the most important thing your father has ever told you, he will roll his eyes but he'll never forget that I'm a genius. I've always said you're a genius, whether you act like it, whether you walk this earth as a genius, that's on you. That's a decision. But nevertheless, you are a genius. You are absolutely perfect. You're made up of everything that is needed and will ever be needed to be great. It's on you to execute that and to play the part. But you don't even need the skills. You don't need skills to learn anything. The Chinese have a saying, rather than learn something new every day, they have the saying of unlearn something old every day. You know, sometimes you gotta just peel the onion to get to the good stuff. You know, sometimes you gotta shed the skin to become new again. You know, sometimes you gotta be born again. Sometimes you just gotta turn on the light. Quit living in darkness, you know, be enlightened. You know, sometimes you just gotta quit sleeping and dreaming and wake up, right? Be awakened. You know, all that stuff that when we hear it or when we read it, we think is, you know, is something so out there. No, it's just that simple. I know that was long-winded, but I think somebody needed to hear that. Somebody needed to hear that they have all the ingredients they need to be absolutely great. All right? Be driven. Don't be like anybody else. Just drive yourself. Be driven to become great, to become yourself, your true self. You owe it to yourself. Love ya.